Good morning, guys. Hello and welcome, or welcome back to my channel. This is the perhaps the last episode of the Japan travel explorations. I hope you have been enjoying this Japan travel vlog series all this far, and you will stick around to enjoy the last episode as well. So in a couple of hours, I have my return flight back to Finland. So I'm planning to make the most of the day. It's already 9:30 in the morning. Have all packed and ready. So gonna go head down, have some breakfast first, and then perhaps check out and start exploring. So let's get started. So all packed and ready to go, ready to check out basically. And yeah, this alley is so tight, like if I stand like this I'm basically stuck here, so I have to go out this way. It's about 10:30 in the morning and the flight is at around midnight, 11:30 something, and so there's still plenty of time to explore around. And the idea is to check out and drop the bags at the reception so that we could walk around nice and free and come back towards the end of the night and then grab the bags and head on over to the airport. Getting to the airport should be pretty straightforward here. Tokyo is very well connected with public transport. The kind of high-rise buildings we have behind me, you might have already guessed we are headed to Roppongi Hills. So the way I understand this area is basically it's a bunch of corporate offices all around, and in the middle there's like some green areas for people to rest and relax for a bit. Mostly office going people here, but some of the sides of Roppongi Hills gives you really nice view of the Tokyo skyline. And I used to spend quite a bit of time here, and I remember being here once at sunrise as well. So let's try and retrace our steps and see if we can find those spots again and get a good view of Tokyo from up here. So yeah, found the viewpoint where I used to hang out back in the day. So there is also a Mohri garden down there, and that's your Tokyo sky tree, one of the icons of Tokyo. So you have a really nice view. This is another place where you could view the city, but this is a paid observation. Looks like they have some pop-up stalls down there as well, but then on the way to the garden over here, so I guess I'll pass by soon enough. The vibes here are kind of like the IT park I visited, or the Aero City in Delhi and so on. So there's like lots of high-rise office buildings, corporate offices, and then you have lots of open spaces around for you to hang out. It's mostly meant for the office goers, but then the common public can also easily access and relax as well. There's like some small fountains, lots of greenery, some sculptures, some art museums, and a couple of eateries as well around, so you could easily relax. And in fact there's even a cinema here, so you could potentially watch a movie. My buddy and I say hello from Tokyo to Toho Cinemas. None of the movies are kind of interesting. I just came in to check what kind of movies they have in here, and also the smell of popcorn is so intense here. It's like that's how you know you're inside a cinema. Ooh, there's a high-end store exhibit in the open. That woman literally had a dog on top of a pram, all dressed up and taking pictures with the Halloween decorations here. I'm inside one of the towers. I think this is the West Tower, and they have a lot of high-end branded stores like United Arrows, Gucci, Bulgari that you saw outside. Nothing that interests me in here, but this is also one place you could spend some time. So I'm going to start going down to the garden. I think I missed that last time, or perhaps this is new. I don't remember seeing it before, but now I'm really curious to see that. I was just standing here by the same place where I took the thumbnail for the vlog, and I saw a couple, well, two people standing here, and I asked them for help for taking some photos for the Instagram, which if you've seen the story or the story highlights, you would know which photo I'm talking about. I didn't know while they were taking the photo, but later we got chatting, and then they told me they're from Hong Kong and they were asking if I'm visiting Japan, so we were just exchanging our travel histories. And then I learned that the girl was actually Sing Sing Rabbit. She's a big rock star from Hong Kong, singer-songwriter, and she was here in Japan for the release of the song Koibana, and it's a big hit. Do check it out. And then the guy next to her was actually her producer, so they were like the duo that were here in Japan for promotions, and they were going around. So I was like, wow, I had no idea. I ended up asking a celebrity to take a photo for me. Should have been the other way around. I requested them to be in the vlogs as well, but unfortunately the way the singer had her identity set up was through either a big rabbit mask or a small kind of regular mask that was handmade, but she wasn't carrying that with her, so to protect her identity we didn't do it. But anyways, it was nice to get to meet them in real life and was chatting with them. They were very humble and kind people, and it was the first time I was like just casually running into a celebrity like that. That was so cool. And those guys have like a Facebook page, Instagram page, so just look up Sing Sing Rabbit and you'll know what I'm talking about. That was such a cool experience. I'm just gonna kind of sit in the Mohri garden and digest that for a second, what just happened, but it was epic. Is a really cool place. I didn't know it existed, or last time somehow completely ignored it because of the fact that there is a nice view of the Tokyo skyline from the rooftops of here, and you don't always have to pay for an observation deck to get a nice view. And also on the way here, just a floor above, I saw this Indian place, so I took a small snippet of that so I can remember which place that was. And they're offering all you can eat lunch, so kind of like buffet, go all out from 11 to 4 for 1700 yen, which is pretty economical for a lunch buffet in a place like this. I always thought this was more of a high-end dining kind of, because you can see like look at the vibes here and the high-rise buildings and stuff, so I thought this was more like corporate pricing, but it turns out that some of them are quite economical. So I guess I know where I'm having lunch for sure. And for dinner I don't know where I'll end up, but because I also have to start heading back to the airport at that time. But I remember there used to be this one Indian restaurant, I think it was close to Ginza area, Ginza district, where I ended up by mistake. So Ginza is actually one of the places where I go to check out the high-end cars and high-end showrooms. And around my place here in Roppongi as well, there have been like Ferraris, Maseratis, Mercedes, McLarens, like all high-end cars. Even last night there was a Lamborghini, and I wasn't vlogging at the time, but the guy had a full system exhaust, and when he revved it, like my heart almost skipped like 10 beats or something. That was so epic with the firecrackers and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, basically what I was saying was this is why I ended up in Ginza, just to see like what the high-end life of Japan looks like. And I stumbled upon this Indian restaurant at the time. Can't remember the name just yet, but maybe I'll look up my travel history. And that restaurant had amazing food, and at the time the staff also told me that the Indian ambassador and most of the people from the Indian embassy used to come over there, so maybe I could use that as a reference to find out where that place was. Must have been somewhere close to the embassy there. And the food was amazing, so if it's on the way to the airport somehow and I can squeeze that in, maybe I'll eat dinner there, or we'll see how it goes. But it's just that restaurant came up in my mind, but then I stumbled upon another one here, so maybe we'll give this one a shot. But yeah, it's so cool. I'll sit by the pond here. They have a nice little heart kind of shape in the pond as well, and some people are chilling, just having coffee. Some people are walking their dogs, so it's a really nice peaceful environment to be here. So I'm gonna rest up a little bit, and then we'll see where we head out. It's just 11:30 at the moment, too early for lunch, but it's always time for chilling by the nice park. Been chilling by the pond for a while and just heard back from the celebrity, the Sing Sing Rabbit, and she said she really enjoyed talking to me on just a casual day as we both ran into each other without planning. It was just impromptu, and then she's gonna check out the vlogs. So, whew, no pressure, right? Anyways, let's go check out the pop-up stalls, the one that I showed you from upstairs when I was coming down. They're just by the corner here. Let's see what they're doing there. Oh, and then there's some families with dogs and stuff trying to take pictures by the heart, so I think that's a nice picture spot. Looks like I'm in some sort of event. It says Nippon Food Shift. There are a bunch of stalls and then there is a stage set in the middle, so have some performances going on. Size of this lettuce, it's so huge. This is an interesting kind of pop-up stall. I'm still trying to make sense of the theme of this place. There is a stage set up here as well, and they're selling fruits, vegetables, some snacks and stuff also here. It looks pretty interesting. There are some more clothes as well. Heading back to the Indian place now. It's 1 p.m. Kind of hungry now. Hungry enough for a all-you-can-eat lunch. Let's see if they can still accommodate me and how the food is like. That was an epic lunch. I think I ate 3 much because of the unlimited refill. So the way it worked, they had like 4 curries and a side of tandoori chicken and naan. Everything was unlimited refill, and for drinks I ordered mango lassi, which of course was paid separately. So it was like 2,000 yen and I'm completely full for gonna be full for a while. Don't feel like walking just yet, so just taking it nice and slow. This is a nice place. There's a lot of people just chilling here, a lot of eateries and stuff. Pretty cool place to hang out. Even if you're just close to the hotel in Roppongi area, there's still like a fun thing to do here. So I took a nice little break. Almost started to fall asleep because of the food coma, but anyway, starting to walk around again. First stop is towards the Tokyo Tower. Anyways, it's on the way to the next spot where I want to go, and might as well take a closer look while we're here. Not gonna go up or take a ticket or anything, but just maybe walk around, try to take a closer look. See that? Did you scratch that? Did you hear that? The loud noise of the exhaust of Ferraris and Lambos. I think the Ferrari was still on stock exhaust. It was both the Lambos that were on full exhaust kit. Man, I skipped another 10-20 heartbeats. It was such an epic moment. But this is also one of my dream moments. I keep manifesting that one day I'll have my own garage and have like a supercar and superbike combo, which there should be a Lambo or Ferrari in terms of supercars, and then for superbikes I always wanted a Ducati Panigale, the sports edition, the track edition. Let's see if we ever get there. H2 also looks pretty cool, but somehow the red color of Ducati has my heart. We'll see when we get there, but you know, gradually working my way up to my dream. So just to keep going, that's what gives me energy. Anyways, let's continue the normal walk, like our way on a budget, towards the Tokyo Skytree, because of course we're not getting there in a Ferrari, unfortunately. Oh look, there's a Lambo parked here. Oh, this is even better. It's a Huracan with Pirelli tires. Whoa, I can get a close-up of this now. Man, it was so cool. with the spoilers and the stuff. I wish the owner was around so that I could hear the sound of the exhaust, but this would do. So I just got to the tower, but the first thing that caught my attention is not the orange structure, but this Ferrari standing behind me. Let's take a closer look at the Ferrari and then try to take a close-up shot of the tower. The thing is, the tower goes really high and you're standing right under it, so it's difficult to get a good shot from this angle, but we'll try. So I'm walking through a pedestrian path through some nice forested area to a park that's diagonally opposite the Sky Tower, and the idea is to go a little bit further away so that we can have it in the frame and see it from a distance. The thing is, it's so tall, you're standing right under it, you don't have a good view, and you can pay to go to the observation deck, but the views of the city are only good at night. The night skyline is much better, which I've already seen before, and tonight I don't have time to do that. Anyways, I need to be on the plane by that time, but that's why I'm going around, see another park in the process, and then try and see if we have better views from there. So here is one possibility, though this is not much of a park, but it's like a good viewpoint from here. Nobody is here, so that could be a nice spot for you to take a picture with the Sky Tower there. Also remember not to confuse the Sky Tower with the Sky Tree. There are two different monuments here in Tokyo. They are both iconic and both kind of big towers, but this is the Sky Tower, not the Sky Tree. Yeah, well, it's visible from here, but the views aren't super great for a thumbnail this way because the sun is behind me, so I'm kind of like darkish on this side, facing away from the sun. But there it is. So if you have a better setting, or early in the morning, pre-noon, where the sun is on the other side of you, if you take a selfie perhaps this way, then it would be really cool. Did take a couple of shots just for backup, maybe with a little bit of photo editing if this view turns nice, because the clouds on the top are really amazing with the whirlpool kind of wakes that they are having. It's really nice. Let's rest here in the park a little bit before moving on. They are playing this game Milky, which we play in Finland too. So, and I think this is from Finland. They have the branding of the game as well. The guys were just playing, so I stopped by. It's fun to see cross exchange of cultures through games as well. So Finnish games being played in Japan, some other Japanese games being played in Finland, and so on. So I requested a permission if I could take a short clip of them playing, and they were happy with it. So we let them play. Although since this is Japan, they are way more high tech. So they have like some sort of app on the phone to keep track of the scores. I remember vaguely that the rules of this game where you had to reach a certain sum, and if you go over then you reset or something like that. So they were like keeping track on the app. We used to do it mentally, and we always had this one friend who sucks at math, and we always assigned them to keep score and then have an epic laugh when they mess up everything. This street in the park is the one that's quite famous for photography. You can see this couple's taking photos. So you get the Tokyo Tower in the backdrop. Right now it's a bit overexposed, but it's there, so you get a nice framing this way. Perhaps in autumn season it would look even better, or maybe with when the lights turn on. This is so cool. I was just chilling in the park and I suddenly started hearing taiko drums. These guys are practicing, doing a private practice. So I don't want to try and figure out a way to go inside, disturb them. But from the outside it's visible and audible. Hopefully the mic is picking up some audio. So enjoy some clips. So after walking for a bit, I've made my way over to Hibiya side. Normally I used to hang out by this water fountain, the grand fountain in the Hibiya park, and look at the colors of the sky. Wait, let me adjust the exposure a little bit. There you go. It's nice pinkish orange skies, and then there seems to be some sort of stalls that are wrapping up now. They have a lot of big flower pots that they're moving like that, so maybe they're like there was a flower festival of some kind here. Back in the day I used to sit by the fountain, right by the fountain. Right now, as you can see, they have blocked off the entrance and there's like some chairs over there. Probably some people who purchase something from some shops here in the festival, whatever this was going on here. Maybe they have only access to sit there. It looks like a nice place. It's a really big park. Had a lot of pop-up tents show up here, so that's cool. And I saw on the map there's also a Godzilla statue nearby, so I'm gonna try and find that out. Found the statue. Took me a while to spot it because it's nicely camouflaged, and in my head it was way bigger than what it actually is. Let me show you what I mean. So it's right there. Well, yeah, this is it. Kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Spoke to a couple of tourists here. They're just walking by, and I asked them, did you get a good angle? They were like trying to take a photo of this with their phones and stuff, and they said not really, and it's quite disappointing. They thought it's much bigger than what it really is, but it's like super tiny for the kind of publicity it has gotten. There's a public screening of Spider-Man going on in the Hibiya Open Square. It's a Hibiya Cinema Festival. Looks pretty cool. Everybody's chilling here. It's a nice place to rest, enjoy some Spider-Man action. I've already seen this one. It's the latest Spider-Man, but just resting here for a bit. Was having quite a bit of fun at the public screening of the Spider-Man. It was good to see some outdoor cinema after a really long time. But since I had already seen the movie, I didn't spend too much, although I did rest for like half an hour, 45 minutes. It was a nice rest. Now I'm at the Hibiya moat. You can see the nice scenery around me. So there's like a water trench around, and there's the Imperial Palace behind me in Tokyo. And I've already been inside last time, so I wasn't really interested in going in, but this is a nice evening stroll by the water. It's very peaceful. And the city, the reflection of all the nice high-end hotels and the city light on the water is quite cool. Check this out. Alrighty, well, it's been a fun evening. Time to head back to the hotel to grab the backpacks and start heading to the airport. I'll see you at the airport once I've checked in the bags, because it's kind of difficult to vlog with both the backpacks on, but I'll update you once I get there. Made it to the airport and dropped off the check-in bag. Now have plenty of time before the boarding gates open, and there's just the security counters after the boarding check-in gates. And on the top there, I remember there were some cool places to eat something. I still have a little bit of money left, so maybe I'll walk around, see if I can grab something to eat before hopping onto the flight. There would be meals on the flight like the last one, but let's see. And usually they are pretty nice, like ethnic restaurants, so they have Japanese decorations and stuff, so probably that would be a cool place for me to wrap up the vlog. But for the moment, let's go through security, and then I'll continue vlogging towards this area. I don't remember this was in the business lounge. I think this is accessible to almost everyone, so try and get access over there. Wait, it looks like I can get access right away. I don't even need to go through security just yet. So there is an escalator going up here. The security is afterwards. So let's go eat something and then head on over to the security side. There used to be this Istanbul kebab restaurant here. They also used to have that ice cream where they mess with you and they not give you and then try to give you and so on. I played with them last time I was here, but this time it's supposedly closed, so I don't have the chance to do that. Also at the check-in counter, the check-in staff was impressed with my Japanese skills, and then in exchange I asked if I could complimentary upgrade my seats. I'm very close to another tier of the frequent flyer program, and then she said there is technically no need to upgrade because I'm in the middle column with the 3-seater, and there is nobody in my row, so I get like the whole 3 seats, so I can easily lie down, sleep peacefully, and head on over to Finland over the long haul. So what better than this? Why pay for a business class? Which kind of makes sense. Looks like this route goes to the observation deck, which is also accessible before security, which is amazing. I didn't know all of this was possible to go through prior to security, which is a nice place to hang out if you have a lot of time before your flight like me. It's there, I can see the runway, but it closes at 7 p.m. for security reasons, so cannot go there. There are plenty of places to hang out here. I don't know why they're mostly closed, but it would be cool to have some extra time here at the airport and entertain yourself and maybe your children too. Anyways, on this note, I'd like to end this vlog. I hope you enjoyed the entire Japan travel series, and if you missed out on any of the episodes in the middle, there's going to be a playlist which I'll link in the I button above with all the episodes arranged in a chronological order, so you could catch up or rewatch if you really liked any of the episodes. I'd appreciate if you'd like, share and subscribe to let me know that you enjoy the efforts and you appreciate the efforts. Also, before you go, there is a clip of the taiko drum performance that I attended the other day at one of the cultural events. I wasn't vlogging at the time, there were too many people, but I did capture some clips with my phone which I couldn't include in the previous vlog, so I saved them as a closing clip for the final, the travel series. I hope you do enjoy that, and with that, this is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you again on another adventure.